So the part 2 of unit 1 poem is Fire and Ice. Like you see, the title both are contradictory to each other, and so are the stanzas as well here. So let us see what again Robert Frost wants to highlight here through his poem called Fire and Ice. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So the poet here talks about the fire, the ice, desire. Okay, so let us see what the first line says. Some say the world will end in fire. So according to the poet says that there are people out there who favor that if the world is going to destroy, it is going to destroy by the fire which is lying inside the core of the earth. And some say in ice. And the poet also says that there are also the other set of people who believe that if the world will end, definitely it is going to end by ice. From what I have tasted of desires, but the poet says that as far as I have known the desires which are there inside the heart of the people, or inside the people that they carry, and those undying desires, and those kind of desires who let people lose their sensitivity for others, or let their emotions rule over them. Those kind of desires, the poet feels, I hold with those who favor fire. So he feels that if people have this kind of desires which literally rule over them and their emotions, he feels that the fire would literally destroy the world, and it won't require ice to destroy it. Literally fire will take over it. Okay, so let us see what second stanza has to say. But if it had to perish twice, perish means to die. The poet is saying that if at all the world has to die twice, I think I know enough of hate. So poet says, so I think even hate will play an important role. So if you could see, the first stanza talks about the desire, and second stanza talks about the hate. Hate means what? Hatred of people for others, for the people around them, or for the kind of insensitivity that they carry for others, for the kind of lack of emotions that they carry for others, for the lack of availability, for the lack of sensations that people have in their heart for others. So poet feels that he knows enough of this hatred to say that for destruction ice, that means even the ice could destroy, because the kind of cold temperament that people carry for each other, the lack of emotions and the lack of sentiments for others, they're cold enough, he says, is also great and would suffice. Suffice means sufficient. That means even the ice is also equally competent enough to destroy the earth, if at all it has to destroy it twice. So these two stanzas, which are contradictory, fire and ice, they both give justice about the destruction of earth. The first stanza, like I said, talks about the desires, the undying desires, and the desires which rule over the human emotions. And second stanza talks about the hatred, the lack of emotions and sentiments that people carry for each other. They both elements, desires and hate, are compared with fire and ice. They both are capable enough in destroying the entire world. So this is what the beautiful piece of Robert Frost tells you about. Thank you.